this over so I can read it in front of you. Luton Town Football Club is saddened by reports of inappropriate chanting. See, right off the bat, fuck you. Right off the bat. It's not reports. Stop trying to pass the buck already in sentence number 1. It's not reports. It's a fact. We heard it. It's not reports, mate. There's no third-hand bullshit here. We heard it. So off the bat, it's let's push the blame away a bit, in my opinion, here from Luton. So Luton Town Football Club is saddened by reports of inappropriate chanting towards Liverpool supporters during yesterday's Premier League fixture at Kenilworth Road. The atmosphere inside the stadium was electric for the most part of a pulsating game in which Rob Edwards' side came close to pulling off one of the results of the season. What has that got to do with it? Again, like, who gives a shit about the result or what your players or manager came close to doing? That's not the subject that's being discussed here. Again, it's just more mealy-mouthed words. While we do not wish to dampen the atmosphere at our home ground in any way, again, here comes the excuse making. We are extremely disappointed that a small number of supporters, not that small though, was it? Wasn't that small really, soured the occasion with chants that may be interpreted as fuck you in your statement, which chants that may be interpreted as being in relation to tragedies. Stick your fucking statement, Luton. Stick it where the sun don't shine. Nobody's interpreting anything. When people are singing out, "Where's your da to Lucho?" that's got nothing to be interpreted. When people are talking about always the victims, we know what it's about. This is an absolute shit show. The club condemns any kind of chanting that knowingly seeks to divide, and our safety and security team launched an internal investigation at the earliest opportunity. What has quickly become evident is that a number of people may have taken part. May have! Again! It's this language of excuse making. This is not a harsh statement. This is not a condemning, we will root out this cancer from our football club and they will be languished and thrown away and their season tickets ripped up. It is more passive bullshit. Without knowledge that the words used were so ignorance now. It's ignorance now. Is it? Oh, they didn't know. Oh, didums. They didn't know. They did know. They did know. And if they didn't know, ignorance isn't an excuse. I can't go out and start spouting racist rhetoric outside and then go, I didn't know. I didn't know. It's your job to know. If you're going to sing stuff, if words are going to come out of your face, if you're going to demean dead people and their families, you don't get to hide behind, I didn't know. We see the route to persuading supporters not to repeat these chants in future is through communication and education. It's through banning. It's through actions. It's through fines. On a daily basis, we are reviewing CCTV and media footage from the match, and we will speak to witnesses to identify individuals who may, again with the may. We heard it, Luton. Individual, there's no may have done it. It was done. Let's own that fact first, please. If anybody has any information and video evidence that will support the investigation, please email blah blah blah. The eyes of the world are upon us in the Premier League, which you are all learning quickly to adapt to. And we have reminded our supporters that you are ambassadors of the club. It is your responsibility to behave accordingly to the rules of the ground. This includes understanding the songs that cannot be sung in line with the Love Football, Protect the Game. On behalf of Luton Town, we would like to wholeheartedly apologise to anybody offended by the chants heard during yesterday's match, and will continue to work with supporters groups to educate fans on chants. You can stick it, Luton, because that is pathetic. That is yet again excuse making. That is yet again just vague rhetoric bullshit. Action. Bans. Stadium removals. Bye-bye season tickets. That's what needs to happen. Not this. There may have been, we're aware of, there's reports of, own it. Some of your fans acted like scumbags. Own it and fine them and remove them and yes, educate them. But that statement is pathetic. Just like those fans. Pathetic. I mean, that's just ridiculous. That's what they come out with. That. Come on now. Isn't it very funny how quickly these homophobic chants aimed towards Chelsea supporters, players and fans was stamped out? And rightly so. But isn't it ironic how quickly the FA could make that happen with their action and their campaigns? But yet again, it always feels like Scousers, Hillsborough survivors, Liverpool Football Club fans, you're made to feel like a pest. You're made to feel like a nuisance for wanting human dignity and respect. So the time for talking and educating and all that shit is over. Action. Stop it. And yes, this extends to any fan from my club or any club. I would disown any Liverpool fan speaking about Munich or the Bradford City fire or any other disaster or tragedy. At the end of the day, people go to games of football because they love the sport and they should have every right to be safe there and return home to their families and loved ones safe. And if people try to hype this ignorance, this bullshit of we didn't know what it relates to. They're always the victims. We didn't know what it relates to. Well, that's not everybody else's problem. If you're singing this, you should know what the words are about. If you're letting this song come out of your mouth, you should know what it's about. I couldn't go into the stands next week and start singing racist songs and then profess to claim ignorance to not know that they were racist. The burden is on me to know that. The burden is on the people singing these songs to know what it is they're speaking and singing about. Ignorance is not an excuse. And this isn't a new subject. This is something that's been doing the rounds for years and has been well publicised, and people know damn well what the singing of always the victims means. So I'm sorry, that's nonsense.